Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. I think the hope is you get a touch pass like that. Maybe you catch the defense off guard. They were all over that.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was a wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
It's in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Tremble with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From the 6.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Panthers had 8-3 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down, Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down and drop to throw. Shows him aside. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be back
backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action.
Ready?
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward, creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Flushed out right, and he fires one incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panthers score. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a little padding here at the end of the half as the turnover leads to 3 more points.
And this has certainly been an opportunistic bunch here in this first half, and they're playing complementary football. Defense takes it away, turns it over to the offense. They converted it into points.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, it's Cook again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Here's
Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a luncheon. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramos.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Cook. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Well, this is exactly what I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw or this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a two-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They go play action with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Now a second down and 6.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see the tie game late. Not a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hurts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw. They're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready, set. 77. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That pass complete to Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get a